Okay, so once your dog is finding it really easy to follow the stick both to right and left, they can step forward, they can lure with it around the room a little bit. Now we're going to start adding in our spin and twist. And you're going to toggle for this between capturing with the target stick and luring just with your hand and some cheese. I've seen many dogs be lured with food right to the nose in a circle 100 times and never learned spin because their mind was gone. They were just following the cheese. So that's why I like to add in both the capturing and the luring so we're having good clarity there. And you may need to work just halves at a time or even quarter at a time. And what I mean by that is you might put the target stick at, say, 90 degrees to the dog's right to start. You're just getting them to do a little turn and then back. So maybe at 90 degrees, maybe 45 for some dogs. They just need slightly off to the side. So you can actually only need to get them up to the halfway point, and if you're rewarding on that other side, then they'll complete the turn in order to get the treat. So many people think, man, it took me a long time to get the dog 45 degrees, then 90 degrees, did a bunch of those. We worked way up to 180 degrees. This has been so hard. It's going to take forever to complete the spin. But actually, 180 degrees for most dogs is all you need to get because your reward completes the turn in and of itself. Okay, so then you're also going to lure them in a full circle following a piece of cheese or something. If you want to do both spin and twist, at the beginning, you should keep your training sessions discreet. I don't want you doing spin one direction a couple times and then spin the other direction a couple times because what you'll end up getting is a dog who gets to the halfway point, turns that way, and often turns back all the way the other way because, maybe one time they were spinning left, the other time they were spinning right. So there's not quite that clarity. So keep the training sessions discreet. Once you name them, once the dog is doing them very clearly, you've added in the names spin and twist, then it's a good time to start pairing them. Oftentimes in training, we pair things that are all opposites, and this can be really helpful for dogs. So for example, paws up and paws down is a great pair to teach your dog when it's appropriate to put their paws up on something and when we want all four paws on the ground. Similarly, speak and quiet makes a really good pair, whereas quiet by itself can be a bit of a hard thing to teach. So I love the idea of pairing these things together, but I don't want you to do it at first in the same training session. So here is an example of Moby working on spin with the touch target. Yes! Just getting some movement with her following it. Just getting a little bit of a 90-degree turn there. Yes. Yes. And all the way around. Here's the video of Moby doing spin and reverse.
Spin. Yes. Reverse. Yes.
And finally, here's a video of Davy, start to finish, working on his target stick skills and then being able to do a full nice spin from that. And I did speed it up, and it's worth noting that while he did get this in one training session, he already knew a hand touch target ahead of time, so he did have a little bit of an advantage. Davy, yes. 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 Yes, come here. Yes, good boy. Ready? Yes. And he actually got one right there in the first try. Yes, good boy. But then he struggled, so I went back to just halfway. And you can see once he got to halfway, he turned around to go ahead and get the treat. And I'm toggling between the target stick and a normal lure. Ready? Yes, good boy. Using the target stick again. Yes, good boy. 90 degrees. Yes, good boy. And once we get to 180, he naturally turns all the way around. Yes. and then using just a normal hand lure for that.